Wolves need no armor.
Prepare for battle.
And die. Honor.
Yes! Bleed for me!
你很机车你很机车
Yes, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for game 2 between Extreme Gaming and BETBOOM, and I'm glad to report that this time DY on the silence, he's got the right facet. He's got the correct. He's got the reverberating silence. He may be silenced this game, but he won't be useless.
God, I hope that their plans end up working a little bit better, because BETBOOM, I've seen them run a similar strategy versus Razors, versus some of these lineups that can suffer versus a lot of pressure. The Lycan, the DK, Miro is a specialist on these heroes, especially on the Lycan. So let's see if this TB last pick is going to be able to do things, as this hero also has looked very underwhelming.
It's looked
terrible.
I mean, you look at some of the stats across the board in pubs and high-level games, it's easily sub 50% win rate. Yeah. It's just not seeming like one of the carries of the patch, but as we've seen indeed in these pro games, these pro players, they want to try and prove something, Fold.
Yeah, I'm wondering it, because the old school counter matchups versus the Lycan, and as they mentioned, and the DK, the old one versus Lycan is you benefit from Feral Pulse, and versus DK you get the, thing, but they've changed stuff since then. And this Lycan, it's not even just versus the Razor that I do want to point out. It's versus Silencer as well. It's fantastic to be able to scout this hero. Always when you're using Wolves, Miro is one of the best ones, if not the best at the moment, playing this hero from the off lane. So yeah, I definitely have concerns for XG. I'm hoping that we get a much closer game than the last one, but I feel like BETBOOM saw that last game. They're like, let's just pick a bunch of pushing heroes as well, and also just try to accelerate things too. They can push towers quite easily this time around. Let's see how these lanes do go.
Yeah, one thing's for sure. Even if GPK has a decent time on the DK against this Razor, it's not going to be to the extent
of the old one.
Of last match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? XTREME, he's going to get more of a game.
Yeah.
This game.
Absolutely. And overall, this matchup, the DK was winning this matchup before. Let's see how he ends up doing versus XTREME in particular.
Some of the other picks. Everything else, I think most people watching at home will have seen it all before in this patch. There's, I mean, obviously, like things like with Miro, worth pointing out, taking the traditional, basically kind of Wolves. We've seen, Pure tried it with the other Wolves in the carry position. Didn't really seem to look too hot. So yeah, Miro, last patch on his Lycan to this patch on the Lycan should still be more of the same, and if anything, maybe even better now.
It's just better, yeah, because if you get kills, your shapeshift extends an extra 5 seconds per kill, so you can actually just be
you could have infinite shapeshift. If they buy back and die, you can get at least 50 seconds bonus of that.
It is very strong, and it's always going to be one of those things versus Silencer in particular. It's going to be fantastic. Your creeps are just overwhelming. Let's see how this all goes. And Save.
And what about the Grim? Yeah.
Great hero. He has the Ink Swell that he did in the last patch, but also, I said, pick TB. He definitely has potential for an eventual Aghanim's as well, too, if he'd like to go down something like that. And then looking on the other side, the top lane, which is probably the strongest lane for XG and a very, very good lane, it's the Centaur and the Willow. These two heroes, we've been seeing them picked a lot. Willow definitely seeming to be one of the best supports of the patch.
So far, pretty even on the CS on this top lane.
Yep. Phoenix has gotten much better at laning. These changes are fantastic for this hero. Yeah, you got some buffs as well, too, on your damage, but it's the fact that you're applying some missed chances and everything, and eventually, if you're using Sunray, it is insane how much damage it ends up doing now.
And I guess one thing we've got to watch out for...
What's that?
Is the Aghanims on Toronto.
Well, come on, dude. No, that's just not the poor guy.
You'll remember.
Yeah. But one thing we can look forward to is the Aghanim's Lycan with Tiny and the Aghanim's Lycan with DK and stuff. If we can get to these later rounds.
Sure, because as you say, BETBOOM, they're looking to shut this down before we get anywhere close to that.
But they can scale as well, right? We look at their draft and they're like, yes, they can push and they can get a significant lead, but they can also sit back and be like, you know what? You want to scale? So shall we. So from looking at mid, we're seeing a similarity from the last patch.
I think this is sort of what the expected outcome, as you say, if you consider how these two were sort of working things out in this matchup. The last patch between the DK and the Razor.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see this, the dragon, the poison dragon, the worm wrath, gone for the corrosive facet, so looking to really push the issue in on the early game. Very cool stuff. side pull coming out here from Q. We'll be able to deny out that money creep. And in the lane overall, you know, talking about the Tower Blade, even though the hero might have its deficits and whatnot, in the lane, Ame should be pretty okay down.
Sure. And because in terms of the Terror Blade as well, why there's such sort of a drop-off in his win rate, it's what mainly because of this innate ability.
You can't farm as well.
That means, yeah, indeed, if you're trying to do stuff across the map with your illusions separate from the hero, they're only going to be doing 50% of the damage that they were before. So
yeah,
that's quite a heavy drop-off. Of course, you get the benefit of when they're close to you, you're doing that extra 25% with them, but that benefit definitely doesn't seem to outweigh the negative, right? In the overall sort of state of how Terrorblade wants to play.
Exactly. With the way TB wants to play is just split push, get that farm up. I mean, and also with the way XG really does usually play is Ame usually plays a little bit more farm heavy. Now, Ame getting aggressive on top, onto Miro.
They should have him. I mean, the X-Force stun will come out, but the damage is done. Miro will fall. XG. Striking at exactly the right time.
+2.
Indeed, the brain drain.
Yeah, he actually this time around 2 points in glaives, a significant amount of damage that he's able to do down here. Ame having a good time. XM doing, I mean, he's doing okay, but GPK is crushing in the matchup again. 27 and 9, these extra denies. Definitely going to make a difference to get that 6 quite a bit faster.
Try to set up with the Ink-Swell on the walls.
Oh, that's nice. Should have the finish. And well,
little combo. It's always going to be strong. The lane to even the later stages, scouting things out and trying to set up on heroes.
So cool is a little bit of adjustment. Sometimes you don't see the early points in Howl picked up for something like the Lycan, but versus TB, Feral Impulse, of course, the more points you put in it, when he uses his reflection, it makes the TB hit that much harder too. So you can actually use your Howl to reduce the TB's damage rather than just giving him all this bonus damage all the time with Feral. So Miro knows his matchup for sure. He's probably played it hundreds of times in pubs.
Look at this top lane. I mean, it's getting to the point now where Nightfall's he's farming very freely top.
Yeah, and he's sitting on a ton of stick charges too.
And XM's going to have to take a walk back to base. We saw him try and swing over, grab the bounty rune to get a refuel on his bottle. But as it was, save was already there. He got the deny on the bounty.
They're going to start hitting the tower.
Deep without the regen, he's got to head all the way back to base. GPK is getting the space to hit onto the tower. Xinqiu's going to step up.
They've got both supports here, so when the Razor does come back in, and look to poke him. This tower's already half HP. It's going to be, what, like 20% HP with this next creep wave or so.
Yeah, look at the siege creep. They're going to be able to keep it alive again with the next wave pushing in.
Hey, BETBOOM, really smart move again, right? Just knowing that they can leave their side laners alone for the time being to put a little bit more extra pressure onto XM.
That's a lot of damage. And indeed, as it was, you know, Miro and Nightfall in those, you know, sort of minute of play where the supports left them, nothing bad happened to them.
Nope.
See, bottom, they're trying to chase out Miro, but
okay.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. And in fact, the top lane, XXS,
It's close.
tree in the toss, they nearly got him there.
Phoenix, the laning is just so much better now with this miss. It is quite pesky. Okay. Not seem to care about the link.
He really doesn't. He's making a lot happen in this matchup. Already about a 700 gold lead and just a push or two away from taking that tier 1 tower. Exactly the stage of the game you'd hope to as a mid DK.
See if Ame does any type of different stuff with his build or different play style with his the way he wants to do it. Maybe he shows up to more fights or something.
Yeah,
like
I'm still waiting for the Armlet Shadowblade.
Shut the hell up.
You know, but dude, I mean, you got these pro players, they're not winning with the hero. They're just building him wrong, you know. Ice Frog intended it to be played with the Armlet. With this facet, they just don't understand. We'll get there eventually.
Well, they actually just have to choose that facet because the other one is, I mean, it probably needs some tweaking, I would say.
Just to recap, the other one is that it costs you, what, 20% of your health? Illusion.
He is dead.
He's very dead in the tower. It's gone, so that mid lane.
It's already about, he's getting close to double.
I thought you were going to say getting close to last game. I was going to say, not as bad as last game.
No.
This is an improvement.
Definite improvement, but it is a significant advantage that he has over him in levels and in money. Blink Dagger is going to come out very quick, and I do feel like BETBOOM this time. Last game they had no pushing heroes. This time they have 3 different ways to siege.
Yeah. Even though the hero picks are different, it does feel like it could be a similar story, unfortunately, for XG, right? Where XM loses mid, and then Arme's playing a hero that he can't carry the game on. Yeah. Because the hero ain't too hot.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
It could be, but we're ready to be proved wrong. I'm ready to see a Terrorblade win a game this patch.
One creep from 6. gets ganked. He's chain stunned and silenced anyway, so probably would have got the stampede off anyway, but literally what? I've experienced from hitting it.
Unfortunate.
They're just stacking at this point. Jinkyu's like, okay, I can't up the lane, so I'm going to get stacks up to catch up as Razor. He does have, what, a triple stack medium camp, double stack hard camp, and then also in his triangle, he has an ancient camp stacked, but...
I mean, on Extreme Gaming's side, who at the sort of this early stage of the game can help who? You know, who can kind of team up and make plays against BETBOOM's heroes? Is there any sort of window or area that you're looking to make plays?
Yeah, when they have Stampede and Willow ulti, they absolutely can look to get more involved and help out, so they are still doing pretty okay in these sides. And I would say overall, it's like Jinkyu's actually playing an active hero rather than playing a Weaver who just wants to ideally farm and scale in a lot of situations, so see what he can make happen. Definitely, I do feel like it looks hard, and it's going to be up to Ame what magic he can prove on this Terrorblade.
And they smoked, and by the looks of it, we're intending to make a move through the twin gate. They still will, but of course it's been spotted out by Save.
TY, ooh! He actually makes
with the X12 stun.
But the Lycan's coming through.
Looking at Toronto Tokyo,
numbers are here for
this is very awkward from Extreme Gaming. I mean, Ame's going to get tossed up to the side by Nightfall. Dive away from Toronto Tokyo. He will die. So they get the Phoenix, they'll lose DY in return.
Okay.
It's a bit messy, but it works out. Ame gets involved, he gets a kill, they only lose DY themselves.
But GBK instantly goes bottom.
That's true, it's another tower taken in, 10 minutes in.
They have popped the meta, so I feel like for XG, they want to ideally try to poke this tower as much as possible.
They should be able to push it in with the illusions coming forward. Is a Blink Dagger on the way? I mean, they could try and fight with this BETBOOM.
BETBOOM's definitely going to look to fight.
Get in with the Avalanche.
No Stampede, no Taunt.
Follow. They get the Plasma Field onto GPK, so won't be able to close in as of yet, but it's definitely pushing them off the tower. Goes Saber on Nightfall.
This matchup, I mean, he uses the reflection, the DK doesn't care. Used to actually matter quite a bit, but...
Another bounty.
Heavy rotations coming out, but they don't finish off the tower.
They don't.
So that kind of hurts Ame's move a little bit here. At the least, did he get the last hit on
He did.
He did get
so
Tokyo,
he
right?
got the kill out of it.
Okay, so at the least he did get that with his rotation.
Nightfall's build, pretty much what we've been seeing for the safe lane Tinies. Echo into the Silver Edge.
Very valuable. Great scaling potential. Very tanky 3-cores as well.
There really is.
Miro, he's got his timings kind of on point here. He's already got the helm on his way to the secondary one. He's 800 ahead of the Centaur in the differential. Smoke's coming out. As you mentioned, GPK's Blink is at the ready. Save has level 3 Inkswell holding the skill point just in case for a Soulbind fight. They actually pinged exactly on Ame because they've got a wolf on him.
This could be a wave that Ame is going to regret.
He's so dead.
It's not a good sign.
Nope.
For XG.
Dire's
tough,
middle
Miro.
tower is under attack.
That kill also...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You get the extra seconds? No, he doesn't get the last hit. He needs the last hit, I think, to get the extended duration of the shapeshift.
Oh, really?
I think so, if I'm reading it.
Yeah, you're right. Enemy heroes killed by Lycan or
his units.
So indeed, that does need to get the last hit.
Try to keep eyes on that one.
Oh, maybe time to kill the Dagon.
He doesn't
get
need
that
to.
plus 5 seconds.
Dude, he's just going to be able to get a Helm of Overlord, throw wolves, and just send them on the silencer.
Sure, something from him is going to kill something.
The silencer in particular is very likely to just die to summons in most of the team fights. If it continues progressing this way too, I mean, BETBOOM, they're 3k lead already.
EY's had enough. Queuing up the Midas.
XM has gotten a Blade Mail.
Top lane is looking different. I mean, BETBOOM, they're looking to do what they've been doing on this patch. Winning games.
Their early game has been good, even since before this patch. I mean, yes, they had a little bit of struggle during Dream League, but before that, we've seen BETBOOM decimate early games. Continuing to do so.
XM, what's the plan? He's looking to save.
Global, but the stuns are already out. They finish him off, they should. Okay. The global use though, and they only are able to find a Grim. At least they defend their tower.
And you see as well, I think that was Nightfall. As soon as that global and play came out, True line straight down the mid, straight down bottom lane.
Yep.
As if to say, hey, they've used global. They're probably not going to try and fight. We can get a lot out of the lanes now.
Yeah. No playmaking. I mean, even then, it's like playmaking is limited because XXS has Veil. No Blink Dagger on still for quite some time. But yeah, they know they can just farm it up, pressure the lanes, and the Helm of Overlord is about to be finished. So huge timing from Miro. They do not have the greatest answers versus these summons on their draft. They have ways
who
to
deals with them?
I know, but honestly, nobody deals with them. Like, they have ways to stop them a little with like these roots and stuff.
Sure, but killing them
is just definitely not there.
No.
Another smoke. Okay, BETBOOM, no. Super strong. Playing around GPK, continuing to look to make these aggressive moves. While XG, without a blink on Centaur, they can't really make moves.
I mean, whoever they jump is dead.
Yeah, XM.
It's easy kills for BETBOOM.
Radiant's middle tower.
There we
is
go.
under attack.
In they go. Razor's gone.
GPK just a menace. This series, this patch.
They just don't care at all about this blade mail on XM. It doesn't stop them from killing him at all.
I don't think they care about this Razor in particular, especially after the matchup in mid goes the way it does.
Radiant's top
A
tower
5k
is
lead in the
full.
first 15 minutes.
It's getting stompier quicker than game one did, really, at this point. I mean, last time round, sure, we had like XM having a rough lane, but they were keeping up in farm. You got to remember, for the most part.
Because they couldn't, you know, the thing is that BETBOOM couldn't push towers in the last game, and the thing is that XG could actually split push and get all that stuff going. This game, they can lose towers, they can lose objectives at a insanely accelerated pace with the way that they've set up the draft. I'm just watching Miro. He's sending a wolf to scout all the time. So on top of them getting all this farm, he's scouting. He's giving information for his team so that they know exactly where the XG heroes are so they can make these moves. XG just needs to blink, and then they got to start looking for something with XXS and with Jinkyu. They have to start slowing down this pace a little, getting something on the board. It's looking real hard for poor Ame. Wolf right on top of him. Seeing every single movement.
I just know exactly what's going on.
Miro is
look, you want to farm these ancients? Oh, what a shame. They're going to get
not
blocked.
Gonna be there. You know,
that's actually pretty toxic.
Miro
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Miro does
attack.
have some of his heroes, man. That he does.
Look at this.
He's so good at these.
They're just blocking all these camps.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's pretty nasty.
Smoke up. We'll look for a fight here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Get the initial. Oh, Toronto Tokyo sees them.
He's out. Maybe they get the tower.
Dire's
Ame's in with a push. Fortifications there, though.
Dire's middle tower is under
PK in the area. His DK form is ending. Oh yeah, this tower does look it's gonna fall.
An objective to be found. Some money for Ame.
A little bit of something here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Here comes Miro.
Miro's indeed ready to wrap around for the back line. Picking up with the jump on towards XM. They're looking to burst through the raise. The global will come out, but it doesn't matter. XM's already gone.
Radiant's
And you
top
cannot
tower
run from the
is
wolf.
under attack.
DY.
Miro chasing down DY. This will give him the +5 seconds if he wants to keep going for more.
Look at that. It's backed up like full duration. Well, kind of. It's kind of says. It kind of says that.
But 5 seconds is long.
It is.
In the world of Dota 2, 5 seconds is a long time.
This is absolutely true. Ame at the least does have a triple ancient to go back to and farm.
Radiant are scanning.
Can he carry this game on a Terrorblade?
I mean, no.
It feels that rough.
It really.
Have I missed a game where one of these teams picked Terrorblade and won? Or has that not happened?
I don't think so.
I don't think, but we had another team try it and it didn't look great. Maybe some people just didn't read the innate ability. You know, it happens. There was a lot of reading, there was a lot of patch.
Nightfall. Ooh. He
Radiant's top
got
tower
experience
is
from the
under
ancient.
He's
there
going to
for a
know.
second. He
yeah,
should
he's
know.
doing the calculations. He's like, there is one hero up here. Did he manage to catch him? Ame's out in time.
I'm not sure. It's just the TV also, when you're playing versus DK, there's damage reduction as well as GPK's in.
DY will live. The Wolves are going to go in for him, though. I don't think the Wolves will be able to finish him, as he has got the team ready to clean them up.
Radiant's
Where's the dragon?
middle
DY will be
tower is under
saved.
attack.
Okay, the dragon wasn't. I thought the dragon. No, the
dragon?
The black dragon. Sorry.
Oh, the Helm dragon.
Yeah, I thought the other one was gonna come in for a second and swoop in on him. But
Wait, where is his dragon? Has he got a dragon?
yeah,
Oh, no, it's in the mid.
It's in mid. It's in mid. Map control by BETBOOM. Look at the lanes all shoved in at the moment, controlling the route as well.
Here's the jump.
Black dragon goes
gone.
down. It's 252. EKB already finished on GPK, and that was their blink reveal of the Centaur, so I I don't think they could burst him anyway. If he gets stunned
GPK,
and bedbooms and everything, he'll get the BKB off.
He's tanky.
If I'm not mistaken, also, the Shard is already finished up for save, too. So they've got the Inkswell Dispel. If they do look to make an aggressive move onto a lot of these heroes, too. So I don't know what XG actually looks to make. I think they just have to keep looking to farm, but Boom's just getting more out of the map. They scale better, it feels like, and let's see what XXS can do. Hero finds himself another Black Dragon. He's got the Hyperstone on his way to the AC next. Here comes GPK.
With the jump, the global's out. Still just the right click to load. They just destroy XXS. XM's going to try and fight.
There's going to be an egg.
Indeed, and I don't know if they take the egg out. They're looking towards it. They will. They'll kill the egg.
Double stun.
The double Dragon Tail stun out on top of the Soulbind will catch on to DY and XM. I mean, they killed the egg. They might kill Mira as well, and Mira's able to run away in time. Arme can't get the Sunder off. It's 4 dead. Maybe even more. DY brought back. He TP'd over to try and give this the second round, and he's dead again. Triple kill for Nightfall. Let's have a look at that replay. It's a good jump at the start, and, well, in return, they do kill the Supernova.
They have to commit Ame for it, though. He has to charge in to kill the egg.
They have to commit everything.
Even I actually did see that he got the reflection, so he had the damage from the wolf for a second there, so you saw he was dealing a little bit of extra damage
there. The right clicks were there, but it's kind of only him.
It's only him.
It's only him dishing the damage out at this stage, and there's only so many heroes that he can hit at once.
And we can talk further into, like, other things too, is let's say the TB hitting the Tiny, there's Craggy exterior damage reduction, there's Breathe Fire damage reduction, and then there's a Howl damage reduction on top of everything too. So for the Terrorblade, his Manta usage has to remove absolutely everything for him to actually focus fire these. It just looks so damn hard for XG.
Jinkyu. He might not expect this Shadow Blade move from Nightfall. At the same time, Arme! He's dead again! It's honestly been a rough day.
Rough day for XG, but BETBOOM is just on. I mean, honestly, though, you can say all the things about XG, but BETBOOM is on fire.
Yeah, I mean, BETBOOM at this rate, they're going to be going straight to the finals, you'd imagine. Tomorrow's going to be very exciting. Of course, they've still got to get through, considering if they win this game, and they're going to have to go ahead and obviously play against Falcons, right, tomorrow in the lower bracket.
Yeah. It's
going to be some crazy games. But then again, who knows? Because I thought today was going to be crazy games, and let's be honest, we had 2 back-to-back stomps.
I think teams are going to really have to be ready just for the accelerated meta. I don't think that XG is prepared for this type of speed that gaming and BETBOOM are bringing that we're seeing. Even Falcons, we saw them really falter to the way the gaming had set up their draft, their play, and everything too. And this game's done.
21 minutes,
there's no way back.
Taking this mid-brax.
There really is no way back at this point. Unless there's a monumental throw.
And BETBOOM, in this patch, they haven't really been doing much of those. They've been keeping it clean. They know how to shut these games down without flipping away any of the lead, any of the advantage.
Yeah, they just go from tower to tower, play together. That's the other thing too. It's they're not making these mistakes. It's like sometimes
they never get caught out, right?
Yeah, we've seen BETBOOM like in the past, maybe a little bit, especially for Falcons, like some of these like small mistakes and stuff that add up. But in this patch so far, it's super clean play. Pretty much no mistakes. Could be the last fight.
Next success. It's a hoof stomping, it's a global coming out, but can they do anything with this? Arme's trying to step forward.
Nightfall.
And the avalanche is out, and it's just enough to get Nightfall away from Arme. He can't really get their hands on any of the targets. BETBOOM can just step back, reset.
And that's global, that's Stampede, that's Bedlam, that's Metamorphosis. That's literally everything in the tank from XG expended. And BB, BETBOOM, they've got Dragon Form up, they've got Shapeshift up. Actually, not Shapeshift, but they got Dragon Form up soon again, too, to go. And really looking to close things out. They buy a gem.
Oh, they can.
Looking to really
take over the map.
Take over. I mean, there's no ward anyway, but just in case of things.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Full shoves in mid. Pharaoh. We'll tell his team, let's chill back. Get our own Tormentor, and he does have the Ags at least queued up, so we're gonna at least get to see BETBOOM have a lot more fun.
Let's see if he gets it before the end of the game. The game may end sooner than that Ags comes out, depending on how quick and fast BETBOOM want to push.
Yeah, BETBOOM have options to go Roche, and then they can look to go for that push. And they're gonna be getting a full set of items, while inside of XG, Ame might be able to finish up the Scotty at the least. Sim has his BKB,
Dire's
but
top tower is under
see how much he's going to be able to do with the BKB to be able to charge into these heroes that do so much physical damage at this point.
It even takes the Aegis. Give us the Nightfall, right? With the two transform heroes.
Exactly, so.
Put it on the Tiny.
Yep. He can save his BKB for the second life.
Shaman has fallen to the Dire.
She's going to try their best to just hang on to things.
Are they close to any big items? What have we got? Ame.
It's just Ame Scotty. It's kind of close, but
still a little bit away.
yeah.
The XM nearly got a Yashia.
Not a difference maker. Not in this type of game state.
Yep. It's rough. It's rough. They've had some good moments in this tournament, XG. This definitely, unfortunately, one of the lowest points for them. They've just had a rough series here. Both games, they've not been fun for them to play.
BETBOOM just, honestly, just so on point. This one is a 1k per lead almost at the 20-minute mark. That's something you don't see too much in Dota.
Has been killed.
They're jumping over the hoof stop, but GPK's in with a quick Dragon Tail onto XXS. They pop the global, allows them to get the Stampede off. XXS can back off.
Ame pops the meta as well again here. Bring down any of these tanky targets. They're going to back up, wait for meta.
Replay.
Replay.
The ultimate's being baited out.
He's just, he hits Tiny and just loses 10% of, he just loses his damage. Then he gets breathe fired. And then there's a howl. I actually look his damage and it goes from 248 down to like 50.
And then his illusions step away from him and they go down by 50 again.
Yeah, pretty sure.
So yeah, tough hero to play this patch, Terrorblade.
And now meta down, Stampede down. It's BETBOOM's time to close it up. See how hard they force the issue.
Taking the tier 3.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Pesky brambles.
The heals. Red keeping Nightfall strong on the front.
Back up to full.
Barracks. Falling. I've gone.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
On to the next. Meta in 40 seconds.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
It's being placed on high ground for the jump as well, GPK.
She's got to be careful stepping up. Success tries to jump.
Oh, he's got the dispel. Save is just always at the ready too, just in case.
Comes the third set of towers and barracks here.
All right, Ame, Meta, and Scotty.
He's got the Scotty.
It's 30 gold away.
Radiant structures are
Let him get his Scotty.
No glyph.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're back in. They're not going anywhere here, BETBOOM. Oh, that's not that bait. They're caution Q. Go out of the side. XXS is going to try and get the jump in onto GPK, but GPK pots the BKB and he slides down to the base.
XM deleted.
I have to buy back immediately. I mean, Nightfall's starting to get low because he's got the Aegis.
Yes, BKB also held.
Radiant's middle tower is
What
under
he wants to do here on the second round. Jump ball from XXS is in with a who stop. They pop the global. They look for the fear, but the BKB's off in time for Nightfall. Standing his ground for now. We'll get the toss back onto XXS. Jump in for GPK. He's immediately in on top of Ame. Ame's been caught by the soul bind. He's trying to back away. He'll stand his ground, go for a stun to the Supernova's there. But XXS will be able to turn and take it out. They take the Supernova down.
The wolf bite on Nightfall. They're thinking about going back in.
Q will back for this. XXS trying to get the blink in, but it's going to get cancelled by the stroke of fate. GPK's back in with the blink himself. Gets him with the Dragon Tail stun on XXS. Jin-Q nearly ticking out to the damage and the burn from the breathe fire, but he will live.
That was close. He almost died to the Worm Wrath. So they'll stall a little bit.
They will.
Toronto Tokyo with a very aggressive positioning for his egg, trying to force the issue, but G will live to see at least another fight.
We'll see it again here. This attempt to progress things. They, initial start, not bad, and honestly, if there was some sort of way to get that fear in before the BKB came out, they may have had a chance of killing Nightfall. As As it was, they didn't. And yeah, at this point, yeah, GPK trying to finish off Arme, but the Sunder's there. Good coordination from XG to just immediately turn towards the Supernova that was kind of planted in their face.
It's 5 heroes able to just swing onto it. We do get to see the wolf bite, Owen. So we're gonna get to see it. He used it there at
He's
the
going for
end.
Nightfall every time.
Oh, yeah. Reminiscent of the, you know, Ame maybe having some nightmares. The wolf bite. And now Daedalus finished up on Nightfall as well, too.
10 seconds. Meta is going to be back up for Arme.
Radiant are scanning.
And they get some kind of crazy combo sequence where they allow them to
There
bring
it is.
down Nightfall.
Look at this Tiny. Tiny Wall stepping in again with a boost up. He's going to try and bounce straight away to get the point right the They know the BETBOOM.
Oh my God.
In time for Nightfall. He turns. He turns for XXS. Arme's at it again. XM dying in a few swipes. He's backing off with the static. They're trying to get back to the fountain, but it won't escape. GG's called. BETBOOM take the series 2-0 here. Both games. Very, very impressive stuff. They're continuing the level of performance we saw from them earlier in the other series. They played this patch. And this patch, it seems to be just right for the Vault.
Flawless performance.